everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL. To find a running lane today. The Saints have the best rush defense. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles in this Week 5 matchup.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They go play action here on 1st down. Finding time. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Okay, Charles, the Vikings offensive starters, a former Ole Miss Rebel is a guy to watch, and that's Laquan Treadwell.
No doubt about it. And when you look at his speed, forget it. All right, just throw out that time stuff. Watch his play speed. He plays the game really fast and big and aggressively. They want to call him Megaquan. If he plays to that, he'll really help this Vikings team.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Get ready.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 3rd down. And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. Ten yards to go on 3rd.
Let's go. Mighty.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got time. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And this is incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but Well, the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. And he will find his man on the outside. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Halfback sent in motion. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gives them a new set of downs. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony, with a pick. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
1 receiver left, 2 to the right.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Everson Griffin was a valuable reserve for most of his career, but has really blossomed since entering the starting lineup.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Let's go! Brand 38! Flex round! Flex round!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the yardage to the 35. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. The play clock's running down. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now Gurley staying down. Well, let's hope he's all right. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Let's go. What? 90. Flex round. Flex round.
They're going to look to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
To the air again with Bridgewater. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
Yeah, maybe a little of both. And the tight end goes in motion left. First down, Bridgewater. Going to for a right side here. Complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football. I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Their big tight end, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go. 190. 190.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. 4-6 defense, they were daring him to run the football. They ran it. A little football 101. Take us through what the 4-6 defense is, Charles.
So what you're trying to do with your big defensive front is cover the interior offensive lineman, the center, and the two guards, and make it difficult if you that allows the linebackers and the safeties to run free and get to the ball carriers. And that play worked really well. No gain.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end.
190.
He'll look to throw. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Third down, he'll drop to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Brinza now for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was going for the age. I remember looking over at it, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. It's a gain of 14 there, and that leads to a Minnesota first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the deep...
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, he's back after plays, but with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Bridgewater now on second down. And that's incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that takes us from second to third down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Let's go.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. So a costly penalty and now a tougher third down situation. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On third down, Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Bridgewater, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Come on, let's go. 38.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down.
Come on, let's go. 38.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. One receiver left, 3 to the right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A first down throw for Bridgewater. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Surveying the field. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. On 4th down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. Wide open receiver, complete. 19 yards there on the pickup. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing the analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first-half chance.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Let's go, Jay!
They'll send the tight end in motion left. A second down throw for Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now, they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage, usually an 8-man front. That's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
In today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Throwing again. Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. Does the big boy have the juice? And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And At this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
And the lead drops from 34 to 27. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, he shifts past him. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. First down throw for Bridgewater. Empted. A great one. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And the lead is down to 20. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And now out comes Minnesota. Bridgewater on first down. His throw incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. The second down throw for Bridgewater. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Let's go. Fourth.
Third and long for Bridge. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. One receiver left, two to the right.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Ohio. Here we go. White 90. White.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
Here we go. What?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's fourth down.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there, if you like zone defense.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's go. Force. Force. Dagger.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Finding time. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up...
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They go play action here on first down. Backing up. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Another pistol look here. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again. And now it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
He'll field this at the 5. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And out now come the Vikings. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And they're going to speed things up here. And the back goes into motion. First down, Bridgewater. And he finds a man on a crossing route. 30, 20, 10. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Brinz's kick is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Give them 27 yards that time. And it'll be first down, Saints.
Come on, let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And the slot man goes in motion left. Back near the goal line, Bridgewater. He's got time. Looking left side, and it's complete. A good pickup there at 22. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. Bridgewater on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go to the empty backfield, they have different things designed.
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board. And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted. Put it mildly. Frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over. Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Come on, let's go.
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
Play clock winding down. They'll set up a throw. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
It's complete. Fleener, right side. A gain of 6 there on first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38!
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mike Evans, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. So the D-line's going to spread out. The slot man in motion right. The second down throw for Bridgewater. Surveying the field. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
In motion comes the tight end left. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Over the middle, it's complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up. In motion goes the tight end.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver who has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance, and he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So 3rd and 20, defense in the nickel.
Surprised they didn't go with 6 DBs, the dime look.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Flex round! Flex round!
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
10 yards still left on second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Diggs in motion left. On second down, Bridgewater again. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Brenza on for the extra point. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They go back to the air here after the nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice. On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you've got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. To throw is Bridgewater. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Time running out here on the play clock.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Taking it right down Broadway. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, it was 3rd and 1. The defense was expecting run. They got it. They just forgot to stop him.
Sometimes execution just wins, doesn't it? And give a lot of credit to the big guys up front because they knew they were running against a defensive front that was probably overloaded, and they had to find a way to create just a little bit of space, and they ended up creating a lot of space, and off he went.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Let's go. Dagger.
Diggs going in motion right. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I got to get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Let's go.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to...
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Wide open receiver complete. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long.
Always enjoy a good fake, but I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal attempt. Hit him right in the numbers, and Jonesy just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a fake punt here, and this guy caught it, so I think he and his friends will be okay with that one.
And he loves his play call, right? He's been waiting for this one all week long.
Been had that arm loosened up ever since they got to the stadium.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Minnesota first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
And his throw here's incomplete. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Run, Eddie. Force.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. 3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That's fielded in the end zone. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line.
Flex round. Flex round.
The play clock's running down. They'll look to throw here. And he's got it over the middle. Flainer. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Coleman was the intended target. And now it's second down. Second down following the incompletion. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Here we go. Red 38.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to work. And the cutback to the sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to no matter how far they need for a first down throwing the ball. Instead, they've run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Well, so much for all the time that you spend in practice, because for offensive linemen and running backs to get in sync, that requires a ton of practice time, a ton of watching tape together, a ton of really getting to where you're thinking with one mind on every single play that's called, every single run, because you want to know how your guys are going to block it. They want to know how he's going to run it, what kind of cuts he's going to make, and it's really anticipatory. And when you're really locked in together, you know what he's going to do before he actually does it. On this play, that didn't happen at all, and that turned into a big loss.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Second down, Bridgewater. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. So the D-line's going to spread out. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. Third and long for Bridgewater. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And quickly, they get to the line. On first down, Murray. Room here to run. And he's Latavius Murray. Past the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Ohio!
They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Let's go!
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run.
Let's go! What?
They'll set up to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Grand 38! Grand 38!
Slot man moves right. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw him off and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go!
Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air. But I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice. Because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part, because now you've given hope to the offense. Maybe help create a big play for them instead of going up and either intercepting it or knocking it down. I ran many a stadium step for my errors.
The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Bridgewater on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But that's the type of pass play that you need to wait for routes to develop. You need a little time in the pocket, but that's hard to do when you got people in your face.
able to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Get ready. Tiger.
The slot man in motion right. A second down throw for Bridgewater. Finding time. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A good pickup there at 22.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's the option going right. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And tough starting field position here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play on the ball, make sure it's knocked away or down. Otherwise, there could be some jeopardy.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Looking to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Back to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Ooh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit and illegal contact on a quarterback. The defenders really have to get in line.
He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Let's go! White 90!
And he'll give it here to his running back. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And now out comes Minnesota. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, We're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
First down, Bridgewater. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Let's go. Tiger. Force.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. On third down, Bridgewater. The left side caught by Diggs. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
John Fox, a longtime NFL coach. He's addressed the situation and said, we're going on fourth down. One receiver left, 3 to the right. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Bridgewater on fourth down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Bridgewater here to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Brandon Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They'll set up a throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing.